Hello everybody, welcome to the episode. We've got a Champions League knockout game today, if you believe it. And we've got some transfer business from January to look back on. But really, it's all about the Champions League. Things are against us a little bit, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a really tough ask to get through to the last 16. But we're going to give it our best shot. Let's go. Yes, everyone, welcome back to the Gravediggers. We're here with Partizan Belgrade. We've got a game today against Spurs in the knockout playoff round of the Champions League. We're currently sat third in the league table with a game in hand over Vojvodina and Leicester, who are 3 points clear of us. So obviously if we can win that, chances are we'll go top of the table. But first, if you want to all do us a massive favour, I don't ask this a lot, drop a like down below and leave a comment what you think is going to happen in this Spurs episode, this Spurs game or whatever. Don't mind, or even if you just want to comment Choquette because he's our leading assist provider, I don't mind. It just helps get the video out and helps the performance. But as long as you're enjoying it, that is all that matters to me. So yeah, moving on to today's game, let's focus on what's been happening because transfer-wise we didn't do a huge amount. So yeah, we're playing Spurs and we lost 2-1 in the first leg. We're going to touch on that in a bit. We lost 2-1 at home. It was really close. But how did we get here? Now, last time out, you might remember that I said, Barca, man, just scare me. And I mean, let's face it, they did, on paper, scare me. But then I was like, Robert Sanchez in goal, that's a bit rogue, but whatever. The rest of the team seemed pretty good. But we beat them 3-0, and we're just going to watch the goals. So, yeah, we're playing it at home against Barcelona, and it's Granados getting the first goal, with a lovely little knockdown from Choquette, who, as we saw, leading the way with the assists. And then we got Carioca bending in an absolute peach of a free kick. Fair play to him. That's just top draw. And then I think it was... I can't even remember now. I want to say it was Voronkov. Took a slight deflection, granted, but hey, we take it, guys. We take it 3-0, and we saw the game out from there. Now, we then played Arsenal. Now, obviously, I was originally going to bring it back for this game, but with victory over Barcelona, we were pretty much guaranteed to qualify. So I did decide to play this off camera. So because of that, I knew that pretty much a draw would guarantee us, but just to be on the safe side, because I never trust this competition with the way the head-to-heads and stuff work. So I actually reverted to the 4-3-3 that we've been working on for quite a while. I've not really used it much in games, so we went with it just to be a little bit more solid. And we were 2-0 down at half time, and I thought it's just not working. So we went back to our typical 4-2-3-1 attacking formation, and we got a goal back through Carioca after a lovely ball from Alexic. I don't think it was that long after that we made it 2-2. Yeah, 6-7 minutes later, it was 2-2, and was it Alexic this time? Oh no, it was Perez, I think. Oh no, sorry, it was Carioca getting his second goal of the game. And I was like, oh my word, 2-2, let's take this now. And then literally right towards the end, 85th minute, corner cleared, comes out to Maxence Lacroix, and he has a shot which takes a nick on the way through, completely wrong foot Simon to make it 3-2. And then literally with the last kick of the game, they managed to scrap a fourth goal, which... I don't know, I feel like we deserved to at least a draw based on our second half, but it wasn't meant to be. But it didn't matter because we got through. And then we played Spurs, and this is going to have a little bit of a segue into a couple of issues that I've found. And you'll see why. So we get a free kick here, I think it was offside. And I'm already concerned because Bishiabu has been sat on this ball for quite some time now. Now, we're a possession-based team. We like to keep the ball. We've built our team around that. We've got a lot of good ball players on the team, and they include our centre halves that are pretty decent on the ball. So he's sat here for a while, deciding who to pass to. There was the pass to Nazari out here before Leonardo came over, but so instead he does this. So as you can see, it's taking a while. Blah, 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 blah. I could have passed it here, but Leonardo comes over. Chance goes, so then he decides, oh no, I'll try and play it to Regan. And that happens. Now, you might remember from the Leverkusen game that Simon played a risky quick transitional rollout to Bishiabu, and he gave the ball straight to the Leverkusen striker who scored, and we ended up losing 3-1. Pulled the ball back through a goal back through for Ronkov, and it looks like it's going to maybe peter out to a 1-1. Not meant to be. Rogan misses out. Bernabe plays it through to Kulusevski, and Simon really should do better at his near post, but he doesn't. Now, I said this was going to form a bit of a theme. I mentioned Bishiabu before. I mentioned him in the last episode. He then went and did this. No, sorry, not in a second. You'll see the ball comes to him here, and he does something really, really stupid, which nearly costs us a goal. This is a game, by the way, which we've dominated, but he gives the ball away with a really sloppy pass. We play Napadad Kruševac. It's currently 1-0 at this stage. We get really, really lucky. I think it might even be Bishabu who recovered to make the block there. We get really lucky. We've got Alfred, who is a transfer we're going to touch on in a minute. We brought him in on loan from Barcelona, and he sets up Medic to make it 2-0, which we deserve. Don't get me wrong. We were by far the better team, but a sloppy pass from Bishiabu nearly cost us. So what we have actually done with Bishiabu is we have actually given him the individual instruction to just play more direct for now. It doesn't necessarily go in line with what we want. His passing is 11, but his vision is 15. So, but like I said, Suarez, he is. Oh, I thought his passing was better. But anyway, Bishiabu doesn't play as a ball-playing defender, but he's supposed to be taking less risks, but he plays some very risky passes. So we're just going to get him to play direct just to keep the ball away from this area where he could be at risk of just giving it away to someone, because that's 2 games where he's given the ball away. The first time he's cost us, the second time he nearly did. Now, the first time against Spurs, I don't know how much of that was match engine-y stuff, just being a bit dodgy. I don't know. It might well have been. I can't really say for certain. But it was not ideal really at all, to be honest with you. And I just noticed that these are all the way over here. Why is that average rating all the way over there? There we go. I still don't know why it's all the way over that side, but we can at least see it a bit more now. Transfers. I've already touched on Alfred. We've got a couple of other things going on. We've got some free signings. We've got Christopher Apaseo coming in from Man City. Now, I signed him just because he was free. He's Mexican. He may have to, he may go out on loan somewhere. I just thought he might. He's a good player. He might help with a little bit of reputation increase, players like shirt sales and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, free signing, worst case scenario, we sell him on for nothing. Let's move on to Alfred, who we brought in on loan. We wanted a little bit more depth at right wing. He actually joined us and got injured pretty much straight away. So he just came off the bench, and as you saw, he got an assist in that last game. Just a versatile winger, just someone who offers a little bit of depth over like Macetic and who's the other dude? I'm blanking. The other dude who plays on the right. Jovic, because this is his first season probably played out on the right, but he's both footed, he's really strong, so I've gone for him. He's going to be mainly playing as the inside forward on that right side when he does play. In terms of outgoings, we only had a couple really. Ahmed Kazimi went out on loan to Copenhagen. They made a bid for him. They wanted a mandatory purchase fee, and I said no, I don't want to sell him, but I'm happy for you to loan him and give him some more game time, because I've got Martinez and Carioca just I want to play more, and I was like, you know what, one of you can just go out and get some guaranteed game time and stop causing me trouble. And then Igor Balasevic, a young player coming through, I felt like he maybe wasn't going to get massively better. Don't get me wrong, he's got some decent mentals, he's got some decent physicals, but I was like, he came through the youth setup ages ago, and I thought, could he be good? He's played a handful of times, he's not pulled up any trees really. And then we got a couple of bids for him, and he was like, I want to leave. They're playing in a better division, I want to go. And in the end, we ended up basically having a little bidding war for him, and we managed to get 1.2 mil for him from Espanyol. So basically relatively free money, because like I said, he was a youth player, so he's gone out there. And then the last thing to touch on is just how we're doing. Like I said, we're third in the league. We're comfortably, I would say, clear of Stankom. We're 3 points behind Red Star, 3 points behind Vojvodina, but like I said, we have got that game in hand now. We actually drew with Vojvodina, Red Star, I think last time, didn't we? 0-0. And then Red Star, sorry, yeah, that's what I mean. They are into the Conference League round of 16, playing Vitesse after they beat Maribor. They literally, they had a draw against Gornak and Milanovac, and I'm thinking, oh, amazing, we can do this here. We can catch them. We didn't catch them. But then Vojvodina beat them, which was good, obviously, because they beat them. It did put Vojvodina top. But I didn't mind that so much, considering that the week that Red Star drew with Metalak Gorny Milanovac, we drew 3-0 with Vojvodina, and you will notice they scored 2 goals at 88th and 89th minute. We were comfortable. We'd come from 1-0 down, we were 3-1 up, and we were literally so comfy, and they get a goal out of nothing. And then, as I feel like happens a lot in this Football Manager, I'm talking to a few people in Jake Cooper's Discord. The link down below is there if you want to join. Been talking to a few people in there, and we've kind of been saying that it does seem to happen a lot in this FM compared to in real life. Like, you get goals like that sometimes. Like, it's just like mad how much the momentum shifts. I don't know if with the way they've tried to engineer the like momentum and the tactics like to mimic more real life, they've kind of overdone it a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it's benefited me before. I had a game last season, I think in the semi-final of the Cup, where we were 1-0 down at half time, and Shresh scored a goal in like the 47th minute, and then literally straight from the kickoff he scored again, and it was like 2 goals in the 47th minute basically. Don't get me wrong, I benefited from it. I just don't think it's all that realistic. You can get teams being a bit like, oh wow, that's thrown us off, blah blah blah. I just don't think it happens with the regularity that it does in this game. But anyway, we're on to Spurs. Now, those beady-eyed of you will have noticed that Granados was injured, which is a real kicker. That happened after we played them in the first game, I think. It literally happened 5 days ago. And Jose Suarez is just coming back from a virus or something. So he's not really fully fit. So I'm going to play Jensen, but I think I'm going to play him as just as a ball player, normal central defender. And so Alexis is going to come in. Karaoke didn't have a great game out last time. Martinez also hasn't been playing great. I'm not really sure what to do in regards to strikers. I'm not gonna lie. And it's whether we go with Bettens or Choquette. I think we go with Choquette, personally. And it's whether we go. I think we maybe go Filipovic over Nazari, but Ragan didn't play well last time. Jovic, I think we just stick with. He's done really well in that role. Karaoke, I'm going to leave because he's got that set-piece threat, and I think we go with that. And the midfield picks itself, really. Don't get me wrong, Castorani is good, but Perez and Voronkov have been brilliant, so I think we just stick with them. Hope and pray, I think, really. Now, this is a Spurs team managed by, as you can see, Mr. Pep Guardiola, and he did actually manage to win the Europa League and the Super Cup with them, so he did actually get them to win a trophy. They got a really interesting back line because they got Oliver Skip in there, and they got Josh Doig playing as an inverted fullback. Kulusevski playing as a central midfielder. There's definitely some areas I think we can exploit here. I'm kind of just going to leave the tactics, like the tactic as we would normally. I think the only thing I might do is maybe just drop the line, actually thinking about it. Just to try and reduce how well they're getting behind us. But I feel like playing Kulusevski in the middle kind of takes away a lot of the threat that they had in that first leg. We're going to press Skip, and we're going to press Teata. And I think we might even press Ibrahima Bamba. I don't know how... His acceleration's decent, so he's going to be good at getting away, but how good is his foot? And we're going to press Josh Doig as well, and try and show him onto his weaker foot, if he has one. I don't even know if he really has one. We're going to try that, and we're going to see if we can just nick something. Obviously, even if we can just get a goal, I need to speed the highlights back up. Don't realise we'll be here all day. We just need to get... At the end of the day, we just need 1-0. 1-0 level a tie up and just take it to extra time, even at a minimum. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not overly optimistic. They did deserve that 2-1, I would say. We did ride our luck a little bit. But... you know what, the longer it's 0-0, the more optimistic that I will get that we've got the chance to nick something out of this game, and I've not dropped any encouragement on the lads at all, and that needs to happen. Karaoke not having a great game, and it looks like it's going to probably go into half-time at the moment without anything of any significance happening. Bishabu actually having a good game. Yeah, it's going to go to half-time, 0-0. That's a very short half. So actually making 2 changes. So Choquette wasn't having a great game. To be fair, neither is Jovic or Karaoke. They could also easily come off. I just don't want to make too many changes. We've dropped Alexic into the midfield just to provide a bit more support in there. He has played that role for us a lot. with this get further forward instruction. So hopefully he will help pick the ball up and help link up some play in midfield. And we're going to bring Bettens on for Shaquet. And we're going to play him as a supporting inverted winger. So hopefully he will pick up the ball and just try and maybe get some crosses in. And actually that's what we might do. We will take off work ball into box. And we'll actually maybe just hit some early crosses. And I think we'll whip them in. And we'll see if that gets us anything. See if we can generate some chances, really. We've got Alfred on the bench. We've got Macetic. We've got Federico Martinez. We've got options. We've got Castorani. Good player. Okay, we're going to make some more changes. It's kind of sort of just moving away from us. We're not really generating a huge amount. I think we're going to give Alfred a chance. He's not fully fit, but I'm going to give him that chance just to see if he can have the same impact he had against Kruševac. Maybe, some tired legs with his skill, he can do something. And we're going to bring Martinez in as well. And we're not going to worry about taking off Bichabou. I'm sorry everyone, this is very, very boring for you. We're literally not really doing anything at all. We're going to go for it a bit more. I mean, it's a very comfortable game to Spurs, I suppose. Like, they've not really had anything to worry about. But as a spectacle, it's pretty dull. It's pretty dull. We're not really... Right, let's up the pressing line now. See if we can nick something. We'll maybe go a little bit more direct. Just drop the tempo slightly so we're at risk of giving the ball away a little bit less. And I was fully expecting the highlights just to stop now that we'll just start making tactical changes. Lexic is flagging big time, as is Perez and Voronkov. Castorani, I think, everyone, it's going to be now. How many changes have we got left? 2. Castorani in for Perez. And who do we go with? Is there any chance to make a sub? We're going to take off Regana. We're going to bring on Nazari. And we're going to make Nazari an attacking wing back. Same with Filipovic. And try and get some more bodies forward. And then if needs be, I can always push them up as like wing backs. Into the actual wing back position. Nice. It was a decent idea. And we've actually got our first proper highlight here, everyone, at the 83rd minute. Because I think that highlight we had in the first half was just because I was changing the opposition instructions. Well done, Jensen. Not so well done, Jensen. Good save, Simon. Jensen did really well to win the ball back and then just gave it straight back to them. This is really annoying. We've not really created anything of any note. Neither of Spurs, apart from just them literally right at the end. Oh, that was great defending, because that should have been a goal. And now all the chances are coming in now that it's hit 80 minutes. But look at that, our XG is 0.33. Don't get me wrong, Spurs isn't much better. It's going to finish, isn't it, everyone? It's going to finish full time, 0-0. We're out 2-1. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. I feel like we could have got something out of that game. But I mean, as it stands, we are going to comfortably finish above Austria for this season. We should easily be taking that place back. Disappointing because, like I said, I felt like we could have done something there. As it is, Red Star are our only real representative left, and they could get past Vitesse. But there's also no other Austrian teams left in any competitions, so they shouldn't really be getting any more points. Denmark will, because they've still got Randers, and I felt like Kerbenval might have been in there somewhere, but no. They've still got Randers, and they've still got Odds Sport Club, and I think that might be it, actually. Southampton is still in there, BK Häcken is still in there. But yeah, it's all about Red Star against Vitesse now. It's all about them. So hopefully they can do the job, keep the points climbing. Like I said, we should be climbing above them. Our Dev Centre, we've got a very poor expected intake. Really, really poor. So I'm not optimistic. But we'll see. Yeah, we should, as I said, for some reason that bookmark's not working. As I said, we should be going back above Austria. But yeah, I'm disappointed. I felt like we could have got some. Don't get me wrong, I don't feel like there's any shame losing 2-1 to a good Spurs team. Under Guardiola, they've done well and stuff, but that second leg, I just felt like there was the chance there. But you know what? We've kind of said like this is essentially like starting the save again, almost, because of the regulation changes now. We can kind of really build a team, and I feel like, you know, this is the benchmark. Like, we've got to make sure we get into, we got to get out the league phase every single time now. That's the bare minimum for me. So hopefully we'll do that next season. Don't worry, this isn't the end of the season from a video point of view. I'm just going to literally just go through the rest of these games now. We'll bring it back like we usually do for the end of the playoff phase, and hopefully another cup final. Take care, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye for now.